Whoa! Look at all the pretty colors, and ducks can fly really fast in minecarts! Quack. What's up guys, Duckfin Gaming here, aka Duck Opinion, and today I want to show you guys how to make railroads. Now I'm not going to show you guys how to make like a huge, complicated rail like I've done with the rail around the whole entire city, the rail around the whole entire world, and the Underground Railroad, but I want to give you the beginning steps on how to make a railroad system so you guys can do it yourself. Well, first off, if you want the achievement, you need to make a railroad that's about 500 blocks long, and it has to be straight. It can go up or down, but it has to be straight. Now this is a pretty big challenge, but it's something that you can do. It's going to take a lot of material for you to do it, but it's possible. So first off, I want to show you that to make rails, it's not simple. You need a lot of iron and some sticks, and to make the powered rails, you're going to need a lot of gold and some redstone with some sticks. So be sure to get all the gold, iron, and redstone you find mining so you can make some pretty cool rail tracks. There's also detector rails, but I don't know much about detector rails, so we aren't going to go over that now. So if I'd quit hitting the X button, let's continue on. So I'm going to go over here back to the castle, because this loops around to the castle. And I will show you how to do the button as well. It's very simple. I've already did it in a Let's Play, but I'll show you guys again. But first off, I want to show you the basic 101 of making tracks. So if you're deciding to just do a straight track, a straightforward track, then you only need like 2 power rails to start off, and then you can pretty much go straight with normal rails for about 100 blocks before you have to put more power rails down. You can be pushed up to around 100 blocks with 1 power rail if it goes straight. Now if it goes up, it'll take away your momentum, and if you go down, it'll give you even more momentum. But every 2 power blocks pushes you 100 normal rail blocks. I counted them myself doing the Rail City. Now for power blocks, you're going to need a redstone torch to light them up so you can actually take off with them. And you can also, and if you don't want to use redstone torches, don't have redstone, you can use leathers, turn them on. But I don't really like leathers because people can turn them off. But you might be looking for a power rail that you can turn off or on, and that's how you do it. So also, I want to get this out the way. For taking off on a rail, let me go ahead and borrow this button so I can actually show you. Alright, for taking off on a rail, it's very, very, very simple. Just place 2 cobblestone blocks on top of each other right behind the rail, then take the button and put it right there. It's that simple. Like it was a little bit more complicated with the one that I made, but that's all you have to do. Then you get on it, press the button, and you'll take off. It's that simple, no matter, however you do it. It's that simple to get like a power run start. And of course, you can also push it, but when you push it, know when you push it, you're gonna want to jump in it right before you push it, like that. If not, you'll just end up pushing it and then missing it and having to chase after it. So those are the ways to get yourself going in the rails. But pretty much the big deal about the rails is that they're pretty simple to make. You can pretty much just get a few rails and you can experiment with them, and you can figure out how to do stuff yourself. Excuse me, I'm a little bit, just woke up, kind of a little bit out of it. But when you go uphill and such, you're gonna have to be a little bit more creative with it. Now the thing about it is, you can turn the non-power rails, when you're going up, you can turn them so they can do maneuvers like that. See how that maneuvered around? But with the power rails, I'm going to show you, you can't do this with the power rails. When you place down the power rails, it'll go up, but power rails don't turn. They don't turn like normal rails, like this. So when you're going up something like this, you're going to need to use normal flat rails. So to get up something, you'd give it a normal rail, to a normal power rail, give it some power so you can actually make it up it, and then you would put the normal rails at the top to do the turn, and then put the power rails at the bottom. Now always remember, when you're doing the power rails, they need a source of power to light up to give them a go. So you have to have redstone torches, or like I said before, you can use leather. And so now that we have that going on, we can simply jump in our cart, and make the jump. And so that's pretty much the idea behind the rails. And then you can just extend this. I mean, I could pretty much just extend this like the entire way. Because like I said before, the rail cart will pretty much push you 100 blocks before you actually slow down enough to stop. So you can pretty much go as long as you want. But let's just slow down a couple more for fun. Continue to stretch this out, give it a little boost. A little turn here. And like I said, if you wanted, you could just add a little hip. But like I said about the hips, when they go up and down, you're going to need that power rail to get up on them. And that's going to require you putting down some redstone torches. So keep that in mind if you're going to do some up and down stuff. You might want to start off with some basics, going straight first if it's your first time making a rail. So let's go ahead and just link this on up here. We're almost done with this tutorial. And of course I ran out of rails. Of course. But that's one of the main things. You probably will run out of rails. But we're not going to be able to finish this apparently. But I hope you guys got the main idea on how to place minecart tracks and how to get on them and how to power them and how to take off from them. As you see, we had plenty of room there. We could go around this for days. But that was like my mini rail tutorial. I mean, you know, if you just follow these simple steps, you can be making epic-ass little roller coasters, or you can just be making simple rails like I make that just lead you around the city. And you can just make almost anything. You can't do like loops, like little upside-down loops and stuff. That's a little more, it's a little too complicated for Minecraft, but you can probably do about anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helped a lot. But when you're doing like really steep stuff, you're going to have to do the red power rails all the way up it, or your cart's not going to make it. It's a little bit different, as you see, vroom. And you're always going to want to put them up and down depending on which direction you're going. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make railroads and rail carts and, you know, stuff like that. And I hope it wasn't too confusing. I try to be as blunt as possible and right to the point as possible. And although my voice is a little raspy and I just got up, I hope I didn't confuse you that much. So if this helped you guys, give it a thumbs up if it did. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, ducks can fly. Quack! A quick add-in before I go, I used dirt for the tutorial, but I recommend you guys using stone when you're making the rails. That way people won't accidentally break them. I don't think you can place it on glass, but you can definitely use dirt and stone. I think you can use the sand. I mean, you can't stack the sand correctly, but you can use sandstone maybe. That's not confirmed, but I know you can use cobblestone, and that's what I'd recommend you using. Because when you use dirt, when someone jumps out the rail, they could potentially break it, and that would be no good. So yeah, just a little update. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.